This was my first time catching the Shinkansen train from Tokyo to Kyoto, and I thought the process was easy enough. I got to Tokyo Station nice and early, chilled at their waiting section, and eventually boarded the train. The seats that I got was the green seats with the window view of Mount Fuji. But once again, Mount Fuji was not to be seen. I did get myself a bento box, which was beautifully packaged and delicious, so that was a win. Kyoto Station was huge, and I must admit I got lost finding my way to the hotel as I had no idea which exit to take, and Google Maps was confusing. But eventually, I got there after 25 minutes and realized it was only 4 minutes walk from Kyoto Station if you take the right exit. Now, the hotel I stayed in was Sakura the Gallery Hotel, which surprisingly was the biggest hotel I've stayed in Japan in regards to the room size. They also had really good coffee, which you can make manually on your own, as well as a restaurant. Gion District was the first place I went to in Kyoto, and even in the cloudy gray conditions, this place was absolutely mesmerizing. The architecture of the houses is like no other, which gives you that traditional Japanese vibe, and it's easy to just be lost in amazement wandering around this district. And if you're lucky enough, you may even see geishas walking by. As I was walking around, I found this restaurant that had this Kyoto home-style dish in the menu, so I figured this could be a place where I can get a taste of Kyoto, and eventually decided to get the grilled duck meat set, which was served in a hot plate accompanied by rice, Japanese omelette, pickles, miso soup, and shrimp tempuras. With regards to the flavor, it's hard to describe, but it feels like a home-cooked meal that just satisfies your hunger after a good long walk wandering around this beautiful district. Next to Gion District is Yasaka Shrine, and although the weather was wet and cloudy, there was still a lot of people visiting this place, as it is one of the most famous shrines in Kyoto. I did, however, make a rookie mistake of forgetting to visit the Yasaka Pagoda, as the night came and I was exhausted from the travel from Tokyo to Kyoto. On the second day in Kyoto, I took the train to Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is one of the most Instagrammable places to visit, as this place is where you can walk through the famous torii gates. Mind you, I was not aware that hiking up the trail would take 2 hours, so I highly recommend you bring comfortable shoes and water, as it will be a long hike up, but it is worth the walk. After the long hike from Fushimi Inari Shrine, I decided to go to Nishiki Market for lunch, and this place is exactly what I needed, considering I was tired and hungry. The hard part though is choosing what to eat, as everything looks amazing. But eventually I decided to first try this yakitori store, where I got myself a chicken with caviar and a chicken with sea urchin and caviar. What can I say though is that both sticks were juicy and full of umami flavor, and it was just the perfect bite as a starter. The second place I tried was Kobe beef, where they grill it in front of you and serve it into 2 dishes. I also tried a skewer octopus, as I just saw this long line and thought might as well follow the crowd. And for dessert, I had the grilled mochi, which is this soft, chewy, sweet, savory soy sauce flavor. It might sound bizarre, but trust me, Japan knows how to make the best grilled mochi. The last location for the day was Nijo Castle, which is one of the 17 historic monuments of ancient Kyoto. Inside the castle are amazing Japanese gardens with large ponds and, of course, the traditional Japanese architectures. For my last day in Kyoto, I decided to go to Arashiyama Bamboo Grove and just really soaking in the green bamboo forest, as well as visiting Sogenji Garden, which is a Japanese garden surrounded by bamboo forests. And inside is a temple where you can take a break and relax. I also went to see Tahoto Pagoda, which is further up the bamboo forest. There's just so much to see here, and besides the beautiful sceneries, you can also stop by for some food where they also sell the grilled mochi sweet soy sauce flavor as well as octopus skewers. I understand why Kyoto is a tourist destination. Its beautiful gardens, temples, bamboo forests, and Gion District is just one of a kind. And you combine that with Japanese culture and food, it's one magical and culinary adventure.